Good morning, my friends. How are you doing? Happy Monday. Today, I wanted to kind of get back to basics. I've been thinking recently about, here we are in the Consistency Club, and I've been thinking about this idea of consistency and why I feel like it's so important, why I feel like it's really the missing piece of the puzzle. People come to me all the time and say, I know what to do. I just can't do it, can't seem to stick with it consistently, right? I just can't. There's a difference between knowing and doing, right? They know what to do, but they just can't do it consistently. And people keep saying to me, I know consistency is really, I just can't stay consistent with it. And we always come back to this idea of consistency and what I have found and why I think it's so important and why I created the Consistency Club and why I created the Consistency Coach certification program and all of these other sort of ways that I've woven this theme of consistency through the work that I do. I was thinking this week, why is it so important? And I often come back to this quote that I love. It's actually a quote from Aristotle, who said that we are what we repeatedly do, right? He said, we are what we repeatedly do. He said, excellence then is not an act, but rather a habit, right? And so it's not as if you just, magically do the thing, you do something, and then you reach your goals, right? Excellence is not an act, but a habit. We are what we repeatedly do. We are what we repeatedly do. And this is why I think this concept of consistency is so important, because we are what we repeatedly do. And right now, all of us are being consistent with something, right? We consistently, unfortunately, some of the things we're being consistent with aren't serving us. We consistently judge ourselves. We consistently see the glass as half empty. We consistently believe that we can't do it. We consistently give up. We consistently make excuses. We consistently don't do the practices that we know we need to do to get us to where we want to go, right? We consistently have a certain inner dialogue that we fall into again and again and again. So you are consistently doing something, and you are what you repeatedly do. So I so deeply believe that the way we change who we are, the way we change the outcomes that we're getting, the way we change where we're going, the way we change who we're becoming, is by changing what we repeatedly do, right? By consistently making different choices. But then I started thinking about, what does that even mean, though, consistently make different choices? And I realized that I think a lot of, when I read the posts and the conversations that are going on here in the Consistency Club, I think there's this sense that when we think about, yes, we need to be consistent, we're thinking about the things like I need to consistently meal plan. I need to consistently exercise. I need to consistently, say no to sugar. I need to consistently lift weights, whatever it is, right? We have these ideas that we have sort of a narrow viewpoint of what we need to be consistent with. But I started realizing, what do we really mean? What are all the things, when we think about, if you are what you repeatedly do, what are the things that we consistently want to do to really create not just weight loss or even, more energy or anything like that, but what do we want to consistently do to literally create a different life, to literally be the person we want to be, to intentionally construct the experience that we want to be having. And I started listing all the things that I think, it would be worth thinking about. Are we being consistent with? Are you being consistent with self-compassion? Are you consistently listening to yourself? Are you consistently questioning? Are you consistently being curious? Are you consistently being brave? Are you consistently setting boundaries? Are you consistently listening to your body? Are you consistently advocating for yourself? Right? Are you consistently noticing self-judgment? Are you consistently turning towards choices that would truly fuel and nourish your body? Are you consistently making time for the things that light you up? Are you consistently learning new things? Are you consistently listening to the people around you? Are you consistently considering new ways of thinking about things? Are you consistently having your body's back? Are you consistently standing up for yourself, advocating for yourself? Are you consistently choosing your health and happiness? Are you consistently making time for practices like meditation and visualization and journaling that are going to help you construct a life that you really want to be living? What are you doing consistently? And because you are what you repeatedly do, right? So what are you repeatedly doing? And this is a choice that we can make, that you can start making right now. It's not, I think sometimes we look backwards and there's that old saying, like, when's the best time to plant a tree? The best time to plant a tree was 10 years ago, but the second best time to plant a tree is today. And sometimes we look back at all the things we have done in the past repeatedly, all the things we've repeatedly done in the past. And sometimes then we can see, like, oh, right, I am what I repeatedly do, and I have been what I've repeatedly done. And so we beat ourselves up for, oh, I should have. But the next best time to start is right now. And so just think about today, think about this week. What are you repeatedly doing? What are you consistently doing? And again, I don't just mean, are you consistently eating enough veggies, and are you consistently drinking enough water, and are you consistently getting in your time at the gym? But are you consistently being curious? Are you consistently reminding yourself how amazing you are? Are you consistently looking at your body and thinking of all the wonderful things it does for you and how it's carried you through this life and kept you alive every day of your life? Are you consistently looking for opportunities for gratitude and delight and awe? What are you consistently doing? Because you are what you repeatedly do. So, little food for thought this week. Talk to you soon, guys. Bye.